Welcome back. It is your dude, Laughing Lasagna. We're discussing another board game. This is the Magic the Gathering Arena of the Planeswalkers. So, this, I was not aware was a game. When I first started playing Magic the Gathering, um, this is quite literally one of the most unique board games I've played in a while. I've had this for quite a few years now. But when I first started playing Magic the Gathering, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! Never got into Pokemon, but I played a lot of different board games, and I played a lot of different card games, and Magic the Gathering just got me. You know, it was a strategy with a deck building, it was a strategy of making sure you have a certain color to face off with another certain creatures. It was very unique. It was not cheap. It was fun, and it was a great hobby to play with your friends. So the thing with the arena of the Planeswalkers is it also had an expansion, and this was the battle for Zindicar. I know I'm gonna butcher a lot of these names, and so don't mind me. This is done by Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro Gaming. So this was 2000 and something. Anyhow, it was in 2000s, and it is quite literally a game about wits, intense battle, and making sure you have the correct planeswalker in order to build your armies to slaughter the opponents. So, to kind of go through this a little bit, I want to make sure that everybody has the kind of idea of what planeswalkers are. They are basically legendary creatures or creatures or individuals who are working with their own crew, if you would, their own other individual units or pieces that will help face off against other players who you're facing with. They're very unique. They have their own abilities, just like in this game. So in the first one, we have Gideon, Jace, Liliana, Chandra, and Nisa. Or Nisa, or how you want to say it. And each of them have their own little pieces, which is pretty cool. I'm going to grab the Jace here. And I'm going to try to make sure that these are going to be doing this. The auto zoom hopefully works. So you have the Jace. Decent looking at art pieces there. And the Chandra I thought was looked pretty cool as well. Look at that. Zoom properly. There you go. Oh no. There you go. So very cool artwork. I love the artwork on this game. And so you have the main pieces, right? The main pieces that do their own things. And with those main pieces, they also have certain armies that go with it. So when you have these pieces, there comes the rules. And the rules seem quite literally just like understanding what can and can't be done, which is what rules are for. And what's cool too is it has pictures. For those who like to see things instead of just playing it, people learn by seeing and playing. Some people play and just understand the game immediately, or some people watch videos like on YouTube to understand the game and the rules. We're not gonna go through all the game details and all that, but it is really cool. Kind of going through these board games and go, this is what a basic card would look like. The enemy would look like, and the certain abilities and pieces and stuff, and then your spells and abilities, what it does. And what's even more cool about this game is it has a 2-player game mode. You have a battlefield, then you have all the other fun jazz that goes with it. So this game is very loosely based around like games like Warhammer, where it depends on your distance from opponent's pieces or height, with advantages or not. Um, I can't remember the name of the other game right now that I'm thinking of, but if you have it in the comments below, that'd be awesome. So, Magic the Gathering Arena of Planeswalkers is quite literally one of the games that I kind of fell in love with, and I learned really fast how to play. And my friends weren't too happy with how I played it because I have played a game like this before, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So you have certain individuals who have their cards. So you have your Gideon card, you have your Jace card, Chandra. Now Chandra has, like, for example, she will have your her own cards. Excuse me. She has some of her own cards to go with it, which is your Blazing Firecats and Flaming Phoenixes. And also they all have the same color, and you can also basically make your own armies while you're getting ready to fight your opponents. What's really cool as well is you have like your life counters, how many pieces are in there, your moves, their range, etc., etc. So basically they play just like you do in, like, say, Magic the Gathering, where you have like your strength and weaknesses, your abilities, and then you have your cards. They're all kind of a mess because I've been moving a lot with these. So you have cards that you have for your own deck, if you would. Everybody has their own deck, and what's cool is you have like cards like Crippling Blight, which is just like you do in the Magic the Gathering card game itself. But this is Enchant Squad. Enchant Squad gets -1 attack and -1 defense. So basically, that's how it is in Magic the Gathering itself. So yes, all these are quite literally, they're the same. They're the same. Like unsummon. It's basically like a return to your opponent's hand or whatever. All the cards are pretty much the same as you would in the actual Magic the Gathering board or card game, which I think is very unique because the more you have similarities to the original game, the better players should be able to understand the game itself. Sometimes, like say you get Pokemon Monopoly, and you have no idea how to play Monopoly, but you bring in the game like Pokemon, and people go who know it, they go, oh hey, I know what it is, I know the pieces, so they get intrigued into it more. And so this game, I would think more people would get involved because of the style of game it is. And the style of game that is quite literally is just, it's Magic the Gathering with 3D models and building armies and all that jazz. So this is the pieces that you get for your armies. And we said that they Hellcats, and so here are the Hellcats, and you have your Phoenixes, right, for Shadow's army. And each of them are unique. Each of them are beautiful in their own way. And yes, I should probably paint some of these sometime. Who has time to paint? Because I don't have time to paint. I know I don't. And I was like explaining like the height of everything. So you have these things that help with your height when you're building the base. You can, or building the map. You can connect these bad boys up, which is pretty cool. You also can stack, so you have different stacks. So I'll get it later on. And you have different parts of the playing field you can play on. I'm not gonna pull all of it right now because there's a lot of pieces on this game. But as you can tell, there's a lot to be enjoyed in this game. I'm almost dropping everything over here. Don't want to do that. It's over here for now because that's a heavy piece of wood. You can build like walls, for example. anyhow, you build walls. I'm not gonna bend right now, so you build walls. So basically, you need line of sight in order to do your abilities with some characters. Really, really cool how to do with this, because if you can't see the opponent and they can't see you, you can't attack them. You get line of sight to another opponent who's playing with you, you might be screwed. Just saying. So it's really, really cool how you get all those pieces that do different things in the ranges and all that. So it's loosely based upon strategies and all. And what's cool too, like I said, they have like the expansion, which I also have, which is the Arena of Planeswalkers, and it has just the 2 extra characters, but they also have their own armies as well. I wish I had to open this on. Oh, my card just fell off. But we have just more pieces. Omnixilus is one of mine here. So, love the art, love the concept. There's new, kind of like you would say, rule book about the characters, like the Eldrazi and all of his fun stuff. So, there's a lot to this game, and I'm really excited to play this as well with my friends again. It's been quite a minute since I've played this game with my friends because, like I said, they're not a big fan of the game. Like they like it, but then they play it and they're like, it's not like the way we imagine it, because it's a little bit different than Magic the Gathering itself, but the cards are all the same, and same the kind of the abilities too. So if you know what your cards do, it helps explain it in the game how to run your army a certain way. And I'm sure you make your own strategies as well. So again, if you played Magic the Gathering's Arena of the Planeswalkers board games, let me know in the comments below what you thought. If you want more in-depth explain the rules or gameplay, comment below as well. Leave a like. Those likes and subscriptions you want to do, they're all free. Everything here are free. We'd love to see you guys in here for another board game adventure. So in the meantime, have a laugh, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love. Have a good one.